Hey, what is up guys, it's Ujarn. Today we are going to be doing a tier list for top lane in the preseason. Preseason changes did change a lot on the meta. Tank items got buffed, first strike's a thing, lethal tempo's a thing, bounties, like a lot of things got changed. And yeah, I did try to avoid a lot of champions that might go to top lane, so Skarner, Lulu. Yeah, there's a lot of champions here. Even Jinzhao, you can take him in top lane. I just wanted to choose the meta champions right now. There's new meta champions, including Vayne top. We haven't seen her in quite some time because, well, again, bounties made late game champions better, and also lethal tempo made Vayne a lot stronger. So yeah, I'm gonna start from Aatrox, gonna end in Zach. Guys, remember to leave a like, subscribe, always helps me out a ton if you really want to support the channel. A link on the Patreon in the description of this video. I'm gonna start with Aatrox. Aatrox is, I want to say B tier. We really haven't seen Aatrox in quite some time, and the changes made to the preseason didn't really change him that much. On top of that, well, Gordon could get overall nerfed. Also, I'm gonna, like, there's some champions like Garen that might vary because of the elo they're on, like you're on. So, like, for example, in gold, I would say he was A tier, but in diamond 2 above, I would say he is C tier. So yeah, bear that in mind. I'm gonna state if some champions are better in high elo or low elo. Garen, I want to say it's B tier. It depends on your elo, just as I said. But I'll leave it in B tier. He's definitely a viable champion, and he's a very good counter pick to a lot of champions. Kali, I'm gonna say B tiers too. I don't think she's C tier, but I don't think she's A tier either. She is really strong in the good hands, and in high elo she will be maybe A tier, but just want to leave her in B. Camille's an easy S. First S of the video. The preseason didn't really change her, but she's still Camille. She's still, like, she was still very, very strong before the preseason. And also, there's a tank meta right now, and Camille is decently strong against tanks, especially once she finishes Divine Sunder. So yeah, I want to say this goes in A tier. Cassiopeia, we don't really see her that often. The pick rate on her is really low, but she has like a 53% win rate. She is really, really strong, and she has been overpowered ever since the buffs they did to her E. I actually want to say she's S tier, but it's a little bit controversial. I'm gonna leave her in A tier. She's really strong. If you like range AP champions, a lot of my viewers do because we main Kale. You might like this champion. She's kind of hard to play though, so yeah, bear that in mind. Cho'gath, I want to say he's A tier. Maybe B. I want to say he's A tier. Cho'gath's skill is really good, and again, this is a tank meta. Cho'gath, one of the things about Cho'gath and why I think he's really toxic because of his passive, you can't really trade against him on lane, unless you have a champion that does a lot of damage and can actually engage on him and stuff. Yeah, but if you don't have a champion that can go for all lanes early game, you can't really trade against him because of his passive. It's just massive early game. Okay, so let's go with Darius. I want to say he's B tier. It's just a mad champion right now. Ever since they removed the Strike Breaker dash, he's just been kind of meh. Gonna leave it in B tier. Mundo is our second S tier. Mundo got insanely strong after the tank meta change, like the tank item changes. I want to say he's low S tier though. He's really, really strong at the moment, and he's very hard to deal with, especially once he gets a couple, like his first item and stuff. He's really hard to deal with. But I would like, they might actually nerf him or the tank items. I'm not sure, but tank items are just so strong right now. I'm gonna leave it in S tier. Fiora, I want to say A tier. Ever since the changes they did to Gore Drinker and Conqueror, she's not really S tier anymore, in my opinion. Just gonna leave it in A tier. I want to say she's high A tier though. Yeah, I want to leave her there. Gangplank, I'm not really sure. If I'm being completely honest, haven't really seen that many Gangplanks right now. I want to leave it in B tier or C tier. A lot of them are running first strike because they did nerf grass some time ago. But I just want to, no, I want to say this depends on the elo. The higher you are, the better he is. But I want to leave him like right here. And I don't think this guy's better than Darius. I want to leave him like right there. Gnar is a B tier. He's not really the best champion right now. He is a tank, but he doesn't really build tank items. He likes to go Divine Sunder and stuff. So yeah, I just want to leave him here. I think he's better than Darius and Akali though. I want to leave him here. Gragas, I have not seen a Gragas in quite some time, but I'm just gonna say he's C tier. He's a really good counter pick. He's really toxic with Face Rush. But yeah, he's not the best champion right now. Graves actually got a little bit of nerfs, and also he doesn't really enjoy the tank meta because I want to still say he's, you know what, I want to say he's B tier. I was gonna say A tier because he's kind of broken last patch, but again, he doesn't really like the tank meta because he likes to rush lethality. He can also go crit though, but yeah, I want to leave him right here. His win rate actually dropped to 49%. 49.3%. And his win rate last patch was 52%. So yeah, he really got affected this patch. Gwen is actually a champion that should be doing good in this meta, but she just got in, man. I want to say I don't want to say she's D tier. I want to say she's low C tier. She should be doing great in this meta because she's good against tanks, especially since she goes Riftmaker. But the thing is, she is just so bad right now because of her numbers. It's just really hard to recommend playing Gwen right now. I want to say she's C tier. I don't want to say she's D. It's a little bit controversial. Heimerdinger, I want to place him like right here. He's just a champion you don't really see that often, but he always has a decent win rate. He is very exploitable though, so I'm just gonna leave him like right there. Vayne is pretty strong right now. Lethal Tempo did help her out a lot, and she is very good against this meta because she's really good against tanks. So yeah, be careful with Vayne. Especially with Lethal Tempo, she just does so much damage and has a lot of range. And yeah, she's really good in this meta. So if you're having a lot of trouble against tanks, just try and pick her. She's really good. First D of the video. Alawi is just so bad right now. I don't know what happened to this champion. I'm pretty sure she got no changes, and she was at like 53% win rate like 6 or 8 patches ago, and now she's like at 47% out of nowhere. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to this champion, but it's not good. Irelia is actually S tier for higher elos. She's A tier for lower elos. I'm gonna leave it right here because she is very, very strong. Even though she got a lot of nerfs, she's still very, very strong, and she actually does decent against tanks, so bear that in mind. Jax Lethal Tempo is really strong on him. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of S tier champions in this tier list because yeah, a lot of champions got really strong with Lethal Tempo. Bear that in mind, guys. Another example is Tryndamere. Tryndamere actually is stronger than all of these. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I actually think Tryndamere's even stronger than Camille right now. Tryndamere's really strong. Lethal Tempo is really dumb on Tryndamere, and yeah, he's really hard to deal with. Against a good Tryndamere, you're not really gonna do that much. He does struggle a little bit against tanks because they do rush Tabbies and, well, Bramblebats not really against Tryndamere, but a lot of them actually rush even Randuins against him. But Tabbies really affects Tryndamere a lot, but he's just so strong right now. He's basically, if I'm not mistaken, he's not the best champion in the game right now. There's a better champion in top lane at least. There's a better champion. Jace is high A tier. I want to say he's S tier. It depends on your elo again. He is S tier in higher elos and A tier in lower elos. But he is not as good as Irelia in my opinion. And actually Jax is right here. He's not as good as Irelia. I think he belongs in the A tier. The thing with Jace is that he got really strong with first strike. He can proc it really easily since his range. And then just swap to melee and grab 100% of the gold because, well, he's in melee form. It just synergizes really well with him. So yeah, first strike with Jace is amazing. And bumped him up because before he was like a C tier, he was over nerfed. But now he's A tier, which is really good. Okay, Kale. And a lot of you guys are here because of Kale. The thing with Kale is that she heavily depends on what elo you're on. And on top of that, she's a lot better in mid lane. So right now she is very strong, guys. She is very strong because of the bounty changes. Games last longer. There's more gold right now. Like there's gold out of every single thing in the game right now. And that really benefits Kale, and she has a lot of win rate right now. She has right now Platinum Plus 52% win rate, which is amazing for her. The thing is, that's not really good for Diamond 2 Plus or even Masters Plus. I wouldn't be I haven't really checked the win rates, but I wouldn't be surprised if she has less than 50% win rate after Masters or Grandmasters or something. So yeah, if this was mid lane, I would put her in S tier. But since this is top lane, I want to put her right. She's better than Fiora. I want to put her right here. I think that's fair. I don't think she's as good as Jace or Vayne. But I think she's better than Fiora and all of these champions. Yeah, I think that's fair for her. Cannon's not really doing that great this patch. Especially since there's a lot of tanks. Cannon doesn't really like tanks because they stack a lot of tenacity. And well, he does a lot of burst damage. He likes squishy champions. So if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't really have any percent HP. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't have percent HP. So I want to put him like right here. I think he's better than Gragas and Gwen. But I think he's a C tier champion. He has not the best win rate right now. Kled is very strong. I want to put him right here. I think that's fair. There's the regular grass build, but a lot of Kleds are now starting to go lethal tempo, and it's insane on him because you can just remount really easily because of the attack speed you have. 90% attack speed on it's really insane, and you stack it really fast because of your W. So you stack it really fast, you get on like this mounted, then you just stack your passive again really fast with a lethal tempo, and then you just mount and kill people for free. It's really insane. Lelia is A tier. I want to say she's like right here, like next to Kale, and I think she's better than Fiora. Lelia is really strong punishing tanks, and this is a tank meta. You know what? I'm gonna put it right here because again, this is a tank meta, guys. And Lelia is really strong against tanks. She does a lot of percent HP, and she's really hard to catch because of their move speed. So yeah, if you like Lelia, she is a really good champion right now. Lucian. Right here, he doesn't really have the best win rate right now, and it depends on your elo again. He's higher the higher elo you go, but I'm kind of doing this tier list for like Platinum Plus right now. Lucian is just decent. He has a lot of counter picks, and in the top lane, the thing with top lane is that if you're range and you're trying to poke people out, you're gonna push the wave, and it's a long lane, so you can get camped, and it's gonna be really hard. A lot of champions do suffer from that, like Vayne, but the difference between Vayne and Lucian is that Vayne scales, and Vayne is really good against tanks. So yeah. Malphite. Haven't really seen a Malphite lately, but He doesn't really have the best win rates right now. And the thing with Malphite is that he's a counter pick. He's a counter team pick. You want to pick him against heavy AD teams. You don't want to pick him against any other thing because he's not really good. If he is against AD teams, like a full AD team, he's just S tier. If he's like a full AP team, he's just D tier. I want to leave him like right here. He's a decent champion. Maokai. Honestly, Maokai, the fact that we haven't seen Maokai in so long is just meh. I don't think he's worse than all of these. I want to put him here. We haven't really seen Maokai. Again, it's a tank meta, but he just got over nerfed for support. But yeah. I want to leave Mordekaiser right here. He's a decent champion, and he's good against tanks, so want to leave him right here. Nasus, like right here. Maybe like lower than Aatrox. Decent champion. Not much to say about these two champions. They're very they're strong when they're strong. Like depends on the enemy team, but if they're like against champions that can abuse them, there's not much you can do. Ornn, I want to say he's like right here. A tier, decent champion. Tank meta, he does really good. It's just not the best. There's just better tanks right now. I'm gonna go over them in just a second. Pantheon. I want to say he's C tier. Pantheon is not good against tanks. Pantheon is really good for countering ranged champions in top lane. You can just go in, stun them, Q, try and all-in them. If you can't all-in them, you just block their auto attacks, run away. You'll be fine. He's really good against ranged characters, not so good against tanks, and there's a tank meta right now, so yeah, this guy's not really doing that great. Poppy is high A tier. She's better. She's almost actually S tier. It depends on the champion. If you're against a champion that has a lot of dashes like Riven, like Camille, she's actually S tier. But overall, I want to put her in high A tier. She's a very, very good champion right now. Quinn, it's just decent. She's just decent. I want to put her here. She gets countered a lot by tanks, so that's why I don't put her in A tier. And she got heavily nerfed like 2 patches ago. So yeah, I think that's fair for her. Renekton, I haven't seen a Renekton this patch, but his win rate right now is 49% for Platinum Plus. So I want to put him like right here, below like next to Mordecai. So he's just a decent champion right now. He was so bad before they buffed him. He was so bad, and they also buffed Gourd Drinker. So yeah, but he was basically the worst champion in top lane like 1 or 2 patches ago. He's just decent right now, and Gourd Drinker, and like he is decently good against tanks because of his E. It shreds armor. And also Gourd Drinker is a decent item against tanks. So yeah, he's just decent. It's not the best champion. Reingard he's not that great right now. I want to put him in low B tier. He's not that great because again, tanks. He really struggles against them. He's decent against some champions and really counters a lot of them, but he's just a meh champion. Riven, I was actually worried about Riven because they really buffed her shield. But she's not doing that great right now. I want to put her right here. I think that's fair. She's still an A tier champion. Depends on your elo. If you're probably Masters Plus, she is an amazing champion still. But below that, she really struggles right now. I think this is fair. Like below Cassiopeia and above Cho'gath. Rumble's not doing great. I want to put him right here. He got nerfed after nerf after nerf after nerf. And yeah, he was really good against tanks though. Like if you rush Leandrius, he's decently good. But the win rates, like he's at 48% win rate right now. And it's just not a good champion at the moment. Rice is a D tier champion. It's really sad because I really love this champion. It's one of my favorite champions in the whole game. But they can't They just can't buff him because of pro play, which is really sad. Another D tier champion is, I want to put him like right here, is Volibear. He's a tank, but he likes to build Divine Sunderer, and yeah, he could go the other tank items, but he's just not doing great right now. He has a 48% win rate, even though it's a tank meta. He's a really good counter pick. I still pick him because he's one of my main champions. I still pick him to counter pick like Tryndamere, Riven, but even against Tryndamere, he's really struggling right now. Tryndamere's just so broken at the moment. Set. I want to put him right here. A tier champion, decent champion. I actually want to put him like right here. Right here. He's a decent champion, not the best right now. Shen is... I think he's actually better than Camille. He is actually better than Camille. Shen is so dumb right now. He has been dumb for so long. And Riot just doesn't want to nerf him. He did get a nerf like 2 or 3 patches ago, but it's not enough. And now because of the tank items, he's at 53.5% win rate for a tank, and that is insane. This champion is super strong, and I don't like that. I really dislike Chen because there's a lot of people that, especially if they're autofill, like they just coin flip the game, and it's so boring. They just abuse the insane base damages Shen has, and it's really hard to deal with, especially early game. He just does so much damage. If he hits an E on you like level 3, that's basically 60% of your health with 3 auto attacks. And yeah, he just helps his team way too much. He's just super strong. I don't like this champion. I think it's very toxic for the game, but yeah, what can you do? Singed, I want to leave him like right here. He's not doing the best right now. He's a decent champion, B tier. But yeah. Cyan is S tier. I don't think he's as good as... I think he's better than Irelia, if I'm being completely honest. This guy is really strong. A lot of people are starting to abuse him. He has a lot of base damage, and he got buffed like 2 or 3 times in a row. And yeah, his shield is really ridiculous at the moment. So yeah, definitely abuse this guy. Silas is in a decent spot, but I think he's still A tier. I don't think he's S tier. I actually want to say he's like right here next to Kale. I think he's better than Fiora in my opinion. The Everfrost changes did help him out a lot because, well, I mean, he does rush Everfrost, and having it 400 gold sooner is just super good. You know what? I want to create a new tier. I just want to say God, like above. God tier, and okay, this is S, and this is God tier. I want to leave 2 champions here. Whoops. I want to leave 2 champions here, and these champions are both Tryndamere and Tamkench. I think they deserve their own tier list. They're just in another level. Tamkench is super toxic and ridiculous. It's insane. And yeah, I don't really care about, like, right now I'm permabanning Tryndamere because he's just so strong right now. But I prefer going against Tryndamere. Even if they stomp my ass, I just prefer getting stomped by Tryndamere than Tamkench. Tamkench is just so toxic, man. I just hate this champion. I hate that they sent him to top lane. I hate that he's been borderline broken for like 3 months. The last nerf they did on him was 11.16. And that was obviously not enough. This champion is just ridiculous. It's just super strong. And like, these 2 champions do deserve a tier on their own. They're just super stupid. Teemo's really strong. Teemo's really strong, and he's good against a lot of champions that rely on auto attacks because of lethal tempo, because of his blind. And he's also decent against tanks because of Leandry's. I want to place him right here. He's just a decent champion right now. Trundle is actually decent right now. Again, he is really good against tanks. His ulti basically murders tanks, so yeah, expect to see Trundles. I haven't really seen them that often, but he's a super good champion right now. I actually want to place him like right here. People are sleeping on this champion. His play rate is really low, but he's really strong. Reingard is not doing great. He is not doing great. I want to place him like right here. I don't know what is up with Reingard, but he's just not the best champion right now. Victor. I think that's fair for Victor. Victor is super strong right now. He's really good against tanks. He is a really good lane bully. Against tanks, he just rushes Leandris. Against the squishies, he can rush Luden's Tempest. He is super strong. Do not underestimate this champion. This champion is dumb, and he also abuses first strike. So do not underestimate this champion, guys. This champion is really dumb right now. He can actually go S tier if I'm being completely honest, but I'm gonna leave him in A tier. Vladimir is also super strong. I want to leave him like right here. Vladimir is really good against tanks too, because he can just continue to heal, and because tanks rely on base damages and on cooldowns, he can just heal for free. Honestly, he can just heal for free, and there's not much they can do against him. So yeah, Warwick, meh. Gonna leave him like, no, I think he's just worse. I'm gonna leave him like right there. He's actually Singe is like right here. He's just a normal champion. I don't think he's busted. He is really annoying to play against though, but he's not super strong. Same as Wukong. Wukong, it's not the best champion right now. I'm gonna leave him like right next to Renekton. He's just decent. I want to say he's A tier. I don't want to say he's B tier. Yone and Yasuo, they do deserve to be placed next to each other. I do think Yone is a little bit better because he's better against tanks in my opinion. But yeah, they're just basically very similar. In what? They're just similar in tier right now. They're just super close together. Want to place them next to each other. They're brothers after all. So yeah, Yorick's kind of good. There's a lot of champions in A tier. There's a lot of champions in A tier. Yorick's kind of good. He's also very good against tanks because he rushes Divine Sunder and stuff. So yeah, he has a 52% win rate right now. I want to leave him like right. I think he goes right here. No, he's better than Silas. He's better than Kale. I think that's fair. And Zach is also super strong. Very low play rate. But he's super strong. He has a very high win rate right now. But yeah, this is a tier list. In my opinion. Like, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video, but this is my opinion. A lot of you guys are not going to be... are not going to have the same opinion as me, obviously. So yeah, bear that in mind. But I think this is what the top lane is right now. And yeah, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, comment below if you think I'm crazy about this for this tier list. My opinion may be different from yours, but I think this is a very good tier list for right now, for the preseason at least. So yeah, guys, as always, have a nice day. And yeah, good luck in the top lane.